Yo, we're back on the Fellowship SMP, and we got a whole bunch done in the lab. First off, we got our new room set up, and we got this whole little setup over here with a bunch of like experiment plants. We got a couple over here, like random trees that we're growing, the big one in the middle, and then some new tubes with some experiments in them. We got a little baby Charles, then we got Fox, we got a little clone over here started, and then a couple more little experiments that we've been messing around with just around the place a little bit. And then once we walk out here, there's been a bit of a change around the lab too. So we've been adding in a little wall design around the edges, like all around the edges. Then up here, we got lighting all put into the ceiling, just randomly kind of, like little different strips of it, which I think came out really, really cool. And then just some green little lines that break up the different rooms. I think it gives you a little less chaos. And then if we head down into a different room, so down here we have a little bit of work done where I just kind of put up some bookshelves. These are all going to be writable books inside of all of these. And then you can just take them out and you write a little lore book and feed it to the tree. And this will be the little lore tree. And then there's the secret room. And then if we head up to the very top, there's also been some lighting put into the roofs up here. So I've kind of sectioned things off more up here and added lighting into the roof and also added some doors onto some of the rooms. But then in this one, it wasn't going to really work out or look correct with the lighting the same way. So I added it into the floor, added some behind here, stuff like that, just kind of keep it lit up, but also not have to lower the roof. So we got some of these in the floor just to kind of look like they're drains, but also light up the place, and I think it looks a little bit better. And then right outside here, I blocked up this wall. The door wasn't going to line up right, and it was bothering me that it didn't line up with the lights. And finally up here, I blocked off all the edges because you don't really need to go into the top part. It's just kind of like some redstone stuff and some empty space just in case I wanted to add more redstone. And looks like it saves space even though it doesn't save any space and actually wastes a lot more space. And then lastly, I added some lights to the flying machine. So when this is open, you get a little bit of extra light coming through it. But that's what we got done for the lab right now. We have a little bit of extra stuff that we did that took longer than it should have. But I converted one of the pranks that happened over here into an actual skulk area. So can't really go in there because it's super, super loud. But it used to just be the skulk veins because it can't grow over the smooth stone. So I swapped everything to stone and then ran the farm for a little bit. And now we got this spooky little area. It was already super loud, so why not make it louder? Next up, people apparently didn't know that I had another tunnel, so I added this little addition right here with a trail so that people can now see that I can actually go to the nether tunnel and they can get to my base from it easier. It's not much, but it at least stands out a little bit so that people don't get so lost. But now we got to move on to some future plans, which is this place right here. So this is the costume shop, and it kind of only has last year's costumes. So we have all the Halloween costumes from last year, which is not very much. So I think with all the new texture pack updates, we will have to open up this place a little bit and maybe switch this door from right here. So I think if I move this door over to the front and like clear out some of this stuff and just kind of make it like planters over to the side or something, I can put another door right here and have the new costumes be underneath. But that's also going to have to wait. Another thing I've been working on that is really not fun to watch is breeding up some more horses. So the plan is to breed up the fastest horse we can because there's a new sheriff in town. So for some reason we are a sheriff now, and we got our deputy pink, and I'm not sure why. But look at that mustache. And since the horses are mostly being let free afterwards to roam a little bit further over there, figure it will be a good time to bring back, comment a name of a horse, and we'll name one of the horses. But I think that's going to do it for today. The next episode will be a lot more building and getting into things that I have been putting off forever. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you then.